Hey, crypto family, Happy New Year. Hope y'all had a good New Year's Eve and spent it with family and friends, and hope y'all have a good rest of this year. So, today I want to talk about what to expect for 2019 and exactly what I think is going to happen and where I think the market is going to go. Now, unfortunately, the market isn't any different today than it was yesterday, but a couple articles I want to cover. The first one being India, and it says media reports central bank has postponed crypto rupee plans. So, India was actually thinking of making their own crypto rupee, but as you know, a lot of their banks over there are really hesitant about adopting cryptocurrencies. They don't really have a favorable opinion of cryptocurrencies, and one of the main reasons is just all the regulation needed and all the manipulation going on in the market. So it says the Reserve Bank of India is pausing its plans to release digital currency, India business news outlet reported on January 1st. India's central bank had originally announced its intentions to consider a central bank digital currency in April of this year, at the time noting the establishment of an interdepartmental group to look into potential advantages and feasibility. It says now, amid confusion over the group's exact findings, which remain a mystery, Delhi has apparently had a change of heart. Quote, the government doesn't want the digital currency anymore. It thinks it's too early to even think about a digital currency. So this is mainly because of what was going on with the regulation in the United States and regarding the Bitcoin ETF and regarding the conferences that they've had about cryptocurrencies over the past couple of weeks. And again, India doesn't feel confident that still the market being as uncertain as it is for them to make their own crypto rupee. So it's basically what they're saying here. And then at the end it says, quote, it is premature for RBI to launch crypto rupee as more understanding of the crypto economy needs to be achieved. It is the right decision to delay the process and see how the publicly traded peer-to-peer economy is shaping up. So again, at least they're not shelving the plan completely. They're basically saying, hey, we're going to wait until crypto is more understood by the economy and when it basically has a more regulated environment. So India, I mean, is a huge, huge place, billions of people. And again, for them, you know, once they do adopt cryptocurrency, it's going to be a great thing. But right now they're holding off. So hopefully they can have that adoption happen sometime this year. Now, speaking of 2019 and what to expect. So it's an article here by Cryptonews, and basically it goes over a lot of the advancements that Bitcoin has made over last year and a couple of years prior, and basically where we're going for the future. So basically it talks about the difficult year we had in 2018, and of course, you know, the introduction of Bitcoin futures in 2017 and just how that's affected the market. And how pretty much people still, you know, aren't giving up on Bitcoin despite everyone saying it's going to zero. So it goes over a lot of Bitcoin being accepted on different venues. So you can see North America, South America, Europe, even some parts of Asia, and then Oceania, and even some parts of Southern Africa. So again, there is adoption happening, as well as the ATM installations are continuing to increase going into 2019. Now, it also talks about Bitcoin's dominance and talks about here by a company, New York-based research company called Delphi Digital, is claiming that Bitcoin might bottom out in the first few months of 2019. And the primary source of selling is the most recent downturn came from owners who have been holding the coin for 3 to 5 years. These very same hodlers seem close to exhausting their selling efforts. So again, could be a combination of those and just a lot of fear in the market and a lot of people that bought at the highs. So I'm sure it's a combination, but again, you know, those selling efforts are becoming exhausted. We've seen that bounce that we had near 3,000, and now we're maintaining around 3,600. So hopefully we maintain above these levels and can continue to rally as we continue throughout the year. But you can see Bitcoin's dominance has remained stable around that 51 to 52% level over the past couple of months. And, you know, if it continues to rise, then again, altcoins may see a further dip depending, or it may continue to rally. So just something to keep in mind when you are seeing the Bitcoin dominance versus other altcoins. Now, it also talks about, you know, what could be influencing the price. So one of them is the scalability. So as you know, a lot of Bitcoin's problems has been because of, you know, scalability issues. And that's why a lot of people created, Roger Ver created Bitcoin Cash, and there's been a ton of forks that have happened since then. Now, one of the things is Lightning Network that people are looking to actually save Bitcoin. And Delphi Digital writes, quote, if Lightning Network succeeds, it will enable Bitcoin to have nearly instant transactions and fees at potentially a fraction of a cent. This opens the door for fast micropayments where users could pay a penny to read an article or receive small tips from fans on social media. And you can see the growth of the Lightning Network. So from January 2018 to December 2018, you have all these different chains and all these different, you know, networks that are being transacted. And it's good to see. I mean, it's growing like crazy. And I hope Lightning Network succeeds. And that way, you know, people can actually use Bitcoin as a form of payment, not just as a store of value. And then also you can see here the state of the Lightning Network. So you can see its continued growth here throughout the end of the year. And then it says Lightning Network just hit 500 Bitcoin in network capacity. The network keeps growing at a staggering pace. So it's kind of that, the more you use it, the more it grows. So that's great to see. And then also it talks about institutional investors means more regulation. So again, the big thing on everyone's mind has been, hey, when are these institutional investors going to come to the market? Everyone's been saying they're waiting on the sidelines. They're waiting on the sidelines. Well, where are they at? So basically it's saying, hey, there needs to be regulation before any institutional investors can actually get in. Now, I mentioned the Bitcoin ETF. In 2019, in Q1, we're waiting on Backed to become approved and, for that exchange to go public. But right now, they're still hesitating on it. I'm hard-pressed to think it's even going to be in Q1, probably thinking Q2 or Q3, maybe even Q4. Again, there's just so much that needs to happen for regulation to come to fruition. But until then, basically the most we can do is just, continue promoting the positives of cryptocurrency and continue improving Bitcoin scalability and just, a lot of these projects that are coming out. So basically, we're just going to have to wait for that to happen until we can get more regulation in the market. Now, a lot of events that are happening in 2019, this is on CoinMarketCap. If you go to coinmarketcap.com/events, it actually has a calendar of everything happening in the world. And you can see there's an Israel Bitcoin Summit, January 8th. You have Blockchain Connect Conference, January 11th. Blockchain DC. Second Annual Chainers Blockchain Week 2019. North American Bitcoin Conference, January 16th through the 18th. Nitro Summit. Crypto Investor Show, Binance Blockchain Week in Singapore. You have all these different events here. You can see there is at least 20 or 30 events, all throughout the year. And that just goes to show you, despite what we see on the news, despite what we see on different articles, there are all of these events happening around the world. There is all this promotion going on for cryptocurrencies, and there is a lot of adoption happening. So don't think that there's not. Don't think that cryptocurrencies aren't growing. They are growing, and they'll just continue to grow faster as we prolong throughout the year. So looking at the market today, you can see right now, again, not too much going on, a little stagnant. A couple coins are down today. Bitcoin's down 1% to 37.26. You have Ripple down 0.5% to 35.3 cents. Ethereum's up 0.14% to $135. Bitcoin Cash is up 2% to $159. Then EOS is down 0.5% to $2.56. Now, looking at the market for Bitcoin, so you can see right now it's sitting at about 36.94. So there's a 4-hour chart again. And I mentioned that, we do need to hold this 128-day moving average or at least this 3,600 support, which is very strong support. So right now, again, we're just hovering around that $3,700 level, not really going one way or the other. Now, if we do continue to go to the upside, again, looking at this 50-day moving average at 3,760 and then that resistance at 3,800. So this level here, if we can break through this and hold above it, then that's when you can start looking at that $4,000 level and beyond. But if we continue to break through this 3,600 support, then again, the major support areas are going to be here, this 3,200 level to 3,000. So this is the major support I'm looking at right here. And again, RSI right now is sitting still at about 44. So it is risen a little bit, not really overbought or oversold. So really Bitcoin could go either way. But again, it's just kind of waiting to see what happens. I'm sure there's going to be some stuff in the news that's going to be happening this month. So again, going to have some catalyst that's going to happen to shoot Bitcoin one way or the other. So we'll just have to see. And as always, never trade what you can't afford to lose. Set your stops, take profits accordingly, and always trade safe. So with that, if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, and please subscribe if you haven't. Really appreciate it. Until next time, thanks for watching.